Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and today we're going to do something a little bit different. You see, yesterday evening the gameplay trailer for Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader had finally dropped. And I've been keeping an eye on this game as, yeah, there've been loads of articles being posted, but what I wanted to see was a gameplay trailer before anything, before I'd start covering this on this channel, to see if it's something that would be of interest to me and possibly you guys. So what you guys may not be aware is that there is a CRPG being developed by Owlcat Games, and they've done quite a lot of stuff. They've done Pathfinder Kingmaker, which in its own right is a very popular thing, but when a Warhammer game gets created in a CRPG format, this is something that really piqued my interest, and it's definitely something that I would cover on this channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the gameplay trailer and try and just dissect it a little bit. Let's see what we can find. So in the usual format, we'll let the trailer play, we'll pause it, and just stop at any place of interest. The main thing is that we're going to be focusing on this trailer, not the articles that have been posted in the past, but we will reference some of the articles.
The Coronis Expanse.
Well, that was quick. Okay, so we can already start. The Coronis Expanse, this is going to be apparently the area where the game is going to be set. And this is an area of space where the God Emperor didn't really touch much during the Great Crusade. This means, depending on how large this map is, and I believe the trailer actually shows a decent chunk of it, we're going to see worlds that have a lot of Xenos activity. We're going to see men, right? So we're going to see worlds inhabited by humans, but most likely never have heard of the Emperor before. Which means we don't know if this is actually a thing for the game, but it could be that we could see a feudal world, which would be kind of interesting. And considering that the God Emperor has not had too much influence over this region, this also means there is likely to be a lot of chaos influence, and we actually do know that the word bearers will feature in this game, so this is already kind of exciting. Yeah, variety for a CRPG is quite important, and when you're talking about Warhammer, it needs to be quite expansive, so being in the Coronis Expanse, yeah, this is pretty cool. We are playing Imperium stuff though, as we are going to be rogue traders ourselves, so we will see Imperium influence. Keep in mind that between the Great Crusade to now, in terms of timeline, where we're in the 41st millennium, Imperium has obviously started taking over worlds here, and there is going to be a bunch of them. There's been a few little campaigns around this area in terms of lore. I can't wait to see what happens, honestly. I'm really excited.
The Imperium's perilous frontier.
Again, we can stop. Cool. Right, this is going to be one of those types of videos where we're going to be stopping often. So this is going to be essentially the gameplay map, I guess. And we're going to be able to go from planet to planet. There's a few question marks there, which I guess are undiscovered planets. I wonder how much variety it's going to be. We get a better look at it later on in the trailer, but already we're getting a decent scope that this is going to be fairly large. I wonder how each of the planets are going to work. Is it just going to be one region, or are they going to have some multiple regions? And I'm curious to see how it goes with discovering these areas, these planets, or maybe they could just be like space hulks and stuff. I don't know. Like, this is a lot of speculation. I might try to reach out to Owlcat for like a sort of interview thing, if you guys think that that would be useful for information and stuff. I don't know how much they can actually give out, you know, but yeah, already this is looking promising. It's looking big, and that's important with these types of games. Obviously, we expect to be able to throw hundreds of hours into a CRPG.
A foul haven for the enemies of mankind. It is the hunting ground of the rogue traders, unique and powerful servants of the Imperium.
Just stopping here just because I want to say that visually looks great. Yeah, if this is how we're going to get like all the art style, the gameplay, yeah, this is cool. The Drukhari look great. Visually, it's just fantastic. I love Dark Elder, so this is just like really, really cool.
Here, they seek out new worlds and servants. Here, they discover heresy and deceit.
So we've seen a few different biomes, and again, visually, absolutely fantastic. This is what's getting me really hyped up, because, you know, a good visual, especially for a CRPG, it's set in the Warhammer setting, you know, you just get a bit more hyped up. And come on, like, even seeing the graffiti God Emperor deliver us, that's just fantastic. I absolutely love this. And the fact that it's not just set in a Imperial world or a few basic style worlds where everything's just high Gothic. There's going to be an exploration of color palette, which definitely means, you know, it's not going to get boring on the eyes. And I think that's super, super important.
Ancient machines. murderous Xenos.
So already we're getting a good look at the combat, and they posted this on Twitter. I'm not sure if they did a blog post or something, but they confirmed that it's going to be turn-based only. Their exact wording was, Rogue Trader will be the first of our games that uses turn-based mode exclusively, unlike our previous titles. This means that we can focus our efforts on only honing one mode, which in turn, those were in brackets, will help us to create more balanced, fun, and exciting encounters. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Turn-based combat I know isn't exciting for some people, but I really enjoy turn-based combat. Like, you know, I'm a tabletop guy, so yeah. And I like the idea of that. So yeah, this is going to be cool.
Warp-spawned horrors.
Pretty things. First up, I love Screamers. I've always loved Screamers. I just love the look of them. So I'm glad that we're seeing them in game. The death animation is actually quite cool. I hope that the demon does disintegrate. I'm not too sure. I guess that you'll have to wait for you to loot. But lore-wise, demons don't really leave corpses. They just kind of go back. Obviously, I guess they have to add in a loot system. I wouldn't be opposed to leaving the demon corpses there, again, for looting.
Fanatical zealots. In these dark reaches, the Emperor's light is faint. It is the rogue trader's duty to navigate through this dangerous unknown.
I'm mostly stopping just to say the art style is pretty, but goddamn is it freaking pretty. I am really, really loving this. The more they show of screenshots on their Twitter, or hell with these types of trailers, like this is just absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be one of those games I'm going to sink loads of hours into because goddamn. It's impressive. Yeah, I know visuals aren't the most important thing, but when a good visual strikes you, they've definitely got the art style. It looks like Warhammer 40k, and that's so important, because you'd be surprised how many times some interpretations just kind of lose the feeling.
For they have the power to feed the Emperor's flame, or to plunge millions of worlds into darkness.
This is looking absolutely massive. I don't know if we're going to be able to visit all those planets, or sometimes they might just be points of interest or something, but look, it looks huge. It looks absolutely huge. I don't know if there's a release date for the game yet, which makes sense. Don't give a release date if you don't know if you're ready. Surprise, surprise. But this is getting me hyped up. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for the articles a lot more because, yeah, wow, this is just looking really special. So far, there's a lot of promise. Well, I'm going to have to wait and see as time progresses, but I'm quite excited. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Because obviously, it's something that a lot of people have been asking for a long time. Hell, I've been recently reading over my Rogue Trader book. I've still got the original one, and it's just like, oh wow, the more I read for it, the more excited I am for this game. Do you want to see more coverage of this on the channel? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a bit of a discussion. I feel like this is something I could easily make loads and loads and loads of videos on. Until then, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you all again very soon.